Yes, yes, peeps. How's it going? Hope everyone is well. Welcome back on this Monday night special episode. We're back with all things Sky Blues, and guess what? It was an absolutely brilliant weekend for Cobb. But before I get into the weekend's festivities with Sky Blues, I'm going to go through some admin. So as always, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment. We are on the race to 200, so a big shout out to those who have subscribed and helped us get to I think we're on 127 subscribers. So much appreciated and love. And as always, find us on the Finished Article Twitter handle page, Facebook, and YouTube. And we have a Twitch page as well for Fight Night, which we'll cover there. And we will be presenting a new show tonight, so stay tuned for that very shortly. But without further ado, you know what the show is all about, and you know who the main men are. So without further ado, let me bring them on. First of all, you got Mr. Richard Home.
Hi, mate.
And Adam, how's it going, mate?
How you doing, guys?
Yeah, not bad, boys. Not bad. How's it going?
Yeah. Not too bad. And I'll take this opportunity to just wish you a happy birthday, mate.
Yeah, happy birthday, dude.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yes, as always, the special podcast. Adam was like, it's your birthday. You got to smash one out today. Might as well. So here we are.
Yeah, and the podcast.
I know. You know what? One thing I respect about Adam is he loves to get the podcast out on time. He doesn't do a Rich and move them out from time to time. So,
mate, it's only because, right, if you wait too long, mate, I'll forget all about what happened.
Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So the Sky Blues bounced back from the midweek defeat against Luton to smash 4 past Fulham for actually 4-1.
Yeah, I think the less said about that midweek
really 5 because we scored their goal for them. Yeah, go for it, mate.
Yeah, just said the less said about that midweek one, the better. We'll leave that one.
Yeah.
Well, no mention. That was just a strange one. Like, I don't think there was any that came out of any credit there.
Wednesday night, I went to bed before kick-off.
I wish I had, mate.
And then, so I don't know what happened. I'm just putting it down to freak result. A bit like Yeovil in the League 2 season.
Yeah, it was a very strange one. Like I say, no one really turned up. I think the penalty changed it. I do think that, but I still think they would have beat us anyway. I just don't think we were up for it that night. They were.
Like Robin said, we conceded another 4 after that. So
yeah. Guys, before we carry on, we've actually got a comment from a viewer. So Glenn Watkins, evening or happy birthday, thanks, mate. Thoughts on defensive display was superb on Saturday. Over to you guys.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, to be fair, we didn't have an awful lot to do, but when we did it well. I mean, even you could probably say that their goal was probably a foul. I mean, the more I watch it back, the more I'm like unconvinced whether I can't decide. But he pushed him 3 yards back the other way, and in the modern game, that's probably allowed. But VAR may have overturned that.
Yeah,
if you had VAR in the Championship, it might have been disallowed.
Yeah, we'll have it in the Premier League next year, mate. We'll be fine.
I didn't go to the game myself. I watched it on Sky because I was up in Liverpool, and like the Everton Man United game kicked off at the same time. So I was like lucky to find a bar that didn't have BT Sport.
Yeah.
I was in there watching the City and had all these Scousers coming in wanting the Everton game on, but thankfully they didn't have the channel. So
that's good, mate.
Watch a remarkable performance.
Yeah, I mean the first half though, you could see they were just really, really nervy. But that was understandable based on midweek. And then, well, don't know what the hell they were doing for that first goal, but after that they just fell to pieces.
Yeah, I mean we didn't play badly. We didn't play badly first half.
No, but we've played a lot better than that this season at home.
Yeah, the effort was there. Just a bad goal to concede. I mean, Fulham at half time, I feared that as we tried to get back into the game, I feared they'd catch us on the break, perhaps, because they are the best team we've played this season. And defensively, I did think at half time these are going to be tough to break down because they did look pumped up first half. Fulham did. A lot of people saying they didn't think much to them, but I thought we did see the quality in the first half, but second half,
the equaliser was really funny because I watched it back after, and it was like it was their own downfall. They literally, I don't know what happened, whether it was the pitch or whatever.
I think it was the penalty. I think the penalty that wasn't a penalty. It just that defender, and I can't remember the fella's name. Robinson, he just went to pieces, and I think as a consequence that had an impact on the rest of their team. So it wasn't a penalty. It was a dive from Godden, but. End of the day, we've had one the other week against Luton that probably wasn't a penalty. Like the initial foul took place outside the box, so it does balance itself out over the season.
But I have to say the link-up play for the first goal. So I think was it Godden got the ball, passed it forward to O'Hare, who laid it off to Gyokeres.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken. That was just sublime. Good to see all three forwards.
It was a mistake by Fulham, but I think it was crucial getting that goal so early in the half.
No,
yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely.
I mean, in the space of 15 minutes, we turned it around. So from being 1-0 down, I think we were 3-1 up, and then that fourth goal, wow. But before we go on to that, bring up the main topic. Obviously, Gyokeres on a roll, and he's been called up to the Sweden national side, I've heard. So he'll be playing this weekend.
Yep.
Hopefully,
I think that's a good thing for us. At least he knows he's that playing in Championship's not gonna. He can still get picked for his country playing in the Championship. So
yeah.
But does that put him at risk in terms of the January transfer window because clubs might be looking for him?
Maybe.
But if he was playing in a higher league, though, he might not be getting a game. The reason he's been called up for Sweden is because he is playing football and he is scoring. So if he's getting into the Sweden side while at Coventry, it's one less reason for him to want to leave. So I think it can only be a good thing.
If a Premier League team comes calling and they offer 6-7 mil, they'll probably take it, just because of obviously what we paid for him, and it's just profit at the end of the day. There's no guarantee that he'll do this again after January. There's no guarantee he'll continue the form for the rest of the season. He might only get 1 or 2. So you'd like to think he would, but at the same time, we're in a club. We're in a position where we need money.
Funnily enough, I heard, I'm not sure which pundit it was, but someone was telling me, somebody said to one of the pundits, what would you say if I told you Coventry paid 12 million for him? And he said, oh, that'd be fair enough. And then the guy goes, well, they did. They paid 12 million krona, which is the equivalent of £1 million.
Yeah.
So, yeah, bargain of the...
Yeah, no, he's hit a nice little bargain patch. But I don't think he would go in January. I don't think Robbins would let him go, but potentially it could be one of those ones where they put a decent sum in and we keep him for the rest of the season on loan. That could happen. I hope not, because we've got a good thing going. But at the same time, money talks.
No, that is true. It was even funnier because we were all out, and I thought, no. I saw Adam's comment on WhatsApp, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna get smashed by Fulham. I was like, okay, you know what? I won't have any expectation. He literally predicted the scoreline, but it happened for us, and I was like, I had to read it again. I read it once. I was like, Cov 4-1. Nah, they can't be right. I had to wipe my glasses, put them back on to see that it was actually 4-1. I was like, raw, man. And then I called Richard, and Richard was absolutely gone at this point. You have no idea, mate. You missed out. So we're all in Liverpool, and Richard basically he doesn't decide to go parking because we bumped into each other. Well, he was in the bar, and we were trying to get back to the apartment. Where was Richard? Richard was singing and dancing away.
I told you where I was. I thought you can come and meet me. I thought I just brought a pint in literally just as you rang me. So,
oh mate,
coming out the bar I was in, then you could just hear Simply the Best blurting out, and then Twist and Shout from another bar. And Sweet Caroline was where I was. It's like buzzing during the daytime.
Oh, that's great. But what did you think of Godden actually? So Godden was back in action. I know he was. I think Wagon was out with COVID. Wagon got COVID. So
different, but I think it worked. And like I said at the start of the season, I felt that was going to be our preferred strike partnership. Them two. It worked just as well, if not better.
I didn't realize it was Godden that supplied the cross for Gyokeres' second goal.
That pass gets better and better every time you watch it as well. It is one of the best passes we'll probably see this season.
Yeah, that was
it's perfect. Split the defence, and he kind of made a hash of it though, didn't he? But ended up.
I don't know whether it came off the defender or if it just bobbled in. I was like, okay, I'm not sure who this goes to.
I don't care, mate. I'll take those sort of scrappy ones all season long if we're going to win games of football.
But yeah, no, it was good to see Godden back on the pitch. Yeah, no worries. But yeah, Adam, what did you make of the game in general? What were your thoughts? First half,
nervy. Again, understandable. We've just been absolutely spanked 5-0. We went obviously we're 1-0 down after the first goal went in and that, and you understand that. We're probably playing the best team in the league, but we kind of just got in their faces from the first minute, and they fell apart. And that's and from that point though we controlled it. We kind of played the first half. I felt was played at their pace, and the second half was played at our tempo. We dictated it how we wanted it, and that's how we've been this season at the CBS. So it was more like watching us.
No, that's fair enough. They've got another comment here from Glenn Watkins. So he says Madsen's pass to Dabo in the build-up for the third goal was sublime. Yeah, that was actually
the thing is, we've got wing backs that can do that. I felt they both played very well. The thing that worries me is when the likes of McFadden start thinking that they're turning into Hamer and they're trying to play these 35, 40-yard passes, and they just end up going nowhere. The guy can't do that. That's not in it. He hasn't got that in his arsenal, right? But when McFadden will try it 2-3 times a game, I'm just like, come on, mate. You ain't that man. Just give it to somebody else who can do that. Right? His game is something else. So
no, that's true, but that's fair enough. I appreciate your comment, Glenn. Yeah. So Rich, I was just asking Adam about his thoughts on the game, and I know you watched it as well on Sky. I mean, what was your general perception on the game? I think you're muted, mate.
Cheers for those wonderful thoughts, Rich.
I'm having a nightmare here. The laptop. Oh, I can't. I'm not allowed to swear.
Yeah.
We had Darren last time having the technical itches, and today it's me.
Well, no, because at least we didn't have any background noises.
Right, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I'm having to use my phone to do it for the first time because the computer's not working, and my battery's running low on the phone.
First time for everything, mate.
Yeah, I thought the second half was as good as I've ever seen from the City, and that's no exaggeration. But
I feel we had that spell where we just controlled it and dominated it, but I felt we were better against Peterborough.
Wow, better opposition though.
Well, exactly. You can't really, judge it. But I just felt our game. I felt like we could have got 7 or 8 against Peterborough. I didn't feel like we had too much more left in us after the Fulham game. But at 4-1.
Was that the first time we beat Fulham? Was that our best result against Fulham?
Probably. We've only played them twice in the league in the last 70 years.
Rich, I'm going to save this one for you because I know you sent the WhatsApp of the stat out. You want to share it with everyone?
Which one was that?
The one where we're unbeaten and we're in promotion winning form.
Oh yeah, over a 46 game span now. If you count this season, that's 69 points. So if that was all in one season, we'd be just outside the playoffs. So it shows it's not just the run of form that we're on. We have done it consistently over 46 games now.
Imagine how many more points though if we didn't have to stick players like Biamu in last season. We'd have been on 70, 80 points.
It's getting reunited with is McNulty at Dundee United. Matt McNulty.
Yeah, apparently McNulty, and they're going to form a partnership up there.
The Scottish Premiership and League Two, it's about the same sort of level, isn't it? So
non-league, mate, that is.
Oh wow! The banter is alive.
Yeah, but, I mean, look, at the end of the day, look, he did well for us last season. He worked hard, but we've actually got proper strikers this season, and that's the reason why we're doing as well as we are doing. Because we played some decent stuff last season, we just lacked that cutting edge in front of goal. And when he came in last season, you could see he was just not fit enough, but he had the quality. And obviously now he's had a full pre-season under his belt. He just looks, he looks amazing. He's one of the best strikers we've had for a long time. I'd probably say best striker we've probably had since Wilson. And Best was the last time we had a decent strike force.
And Wilson was doing it in League One, though. This is the Championship, which...
Yeah, but Wilson's been doing it in the Premier League.
Oh, we know good things.
Obviously the other players, we've had... Obviously McNulty had a good spell for us, but, there's a reason why he's no longer with us. He's just not quite cut out for this level. I know people can say, he wasn't given the opportunity, but, Robin sees it on a day-to-day basis. He knows what he's looking for and clearly weren't good enough, otherwise he wouldn't have let him go.
No, that is true. Actually, I want to bring up something for you guys just because I thought I'd get your take on it. So, Let me know if you want me to zoom in. But interesting reading this table, actually.
Yeah.
Well, we're now 14 clear of relegation.
I knew Ricky you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that, Rich. We got Blackburn next as well, away 16th of October, I believe.
Yeah, take 5,000 to Blackburn. That's what they're aiming. They're only allocated as 2,000, haven't they? But
aren't our next 2 games away from home?
Yeah. We've got Preston and Blackburn.
See, Preston, we never do well there, but this has got to be the time where we've got to start getting some points. Where are Preston? They're like near the bottom, aren't they?
So Preston, give me a second. Yeah. Preston are 18th.
So you'd like to think we wouldn't lose that one, and if we, I'd take 2 points. Away from home, you've just got to basically not lose.
Robbins has
2 points is good.
We've broken a fair few hoodoos, and Robbins.
We have, mate, and
it's been years since we've won a league game at Preston, but.
Yeah, the thing is, though, our away form isn't actually that terrible when you think about it. And the games we've lost, I mean, we should have got something against Barnsley. We just couldn't score on that day.
Yeah. I remember that game.
Luton, we took an absolute hiding. And who was the other team we lost against?
QPR.
And they're one of the better teams in the league. So we're nothing shameful in that. We played okay. We just got beat by the better team on the night.
So can we expect you boys to make a trip up to Blackburn then?
Yeah. If I can get tickets, mate, yeah.
Yeah, they go on sale tomorrow, don't they? Depends on my work situation. And
that's the work situation, mate. City comes first now.
It's coming on, mate. Richard, we're bringing the promotion bandwagon back, mate.
And the thing is, though, in the past, though, we take big crowds away from home and we get beat. And now you expect us to go there, take 5,000, we'll out-single them. I mean, notoriously, we do quite well at Ewood Park, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we beat them 4-1 when Misford scored, I think, was a double that day in the FA Cup.
The miss hit by Misford.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Adebola's goal that day was an absolute beauty.
Yeah. Let's talk about this as well.
Going off topic now, but
Fortress CBS Arena. What do you guys make of the atmosphere at the game? I know, Adam, you were there. Were you there at the game?
No, mate. I was watching it on the telly, but I could hear the noise from my garden. Yeah. And the thing is, I've never actually been able to hear the noise apart from when we score. Whereas now you can hear a buzz throughout the game. And this was before. This was before we'd obviously scored. This was in the first half. You could still hear us. Okay, it was slightly muted because it always is when you're behind. You're never going to be singing at full voice. You're not going to have everybody singing and jumping around like lunatics when you're 1-0 down. But they just back the boys the whole way through the game, right? And
yeah,
it's great to see because now we're not having any of this nonsense of people complaining about the owners. And there's no complaints about the management. There's no complaints about individual players. It's just every single fan is behind every single one in that team. I mean, even Sheaf, people still want to try and knock him, but the guy's getting better and better. And these guys are like, he's no good, he's no good. Well, he's shutting them up.
No, that is true actually.
I mean, I'll be honest, first to say, I didn't think he was going to be the right player for us to sign in the summer, and I personally wouldn't have had him, but he's shocked me, along with Alan as well, who I think's, come back and done really well. He's shocked me as well. But, this is why Robbins is the manager and not us. He knows better.
Yeah. Unfortunately, where I was on Saturday, I didn't have any sound watching the game because they had playing music over it. So I couldn't hear what the atmosphere was like, but it was good to see Joyce Parler in the crowd again.
They're having a great time, them two.
I know. She'll be up there every week next season.
Yeah, but rightly so. At the end of the day, it's a football club. She's got every right to be there. And it must be a good thing, though, for the manager and the players, though, to see that the owners are actually taking an interest.
Yeah.
When we weren't doing so well, they weren't bothered. And I think they kind of knew they'd get a lot of stick from the fans, whereas now, I don't think we're quite at the point where people are going to be queuing up to have photos with them. But if Robbie gets us to the Premier League, people might want a picture with old Joy.
Oh, mate. Actually, let me ask you this, because I know Rich is a stat man. I think we're unbeaten at home this season. We've won all 6 games, right?
Yep.
So when was the last time we did that? Or have we not done it before?
We won. You asked me this on the last one. We won 6 in a row when Mickey Adams was a manager. We beat Wolves 2-0. Derby 6-1.
Was that not at the start of the season, though?
It weren't. No, that was midway through the season.
Yeah, I saw. Who's the guy that does the stats on Twitter? Is it Clary Borton?
Jim Brown, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know my Twitter handle.
League One season.
He put it up 1950 something. It was when we last time started.
Won our first 5 home games. The League One winning season.
Yeah.
Won our first 5, but obviously we eclipsed that this season. Won our first 6, plus the last game of last season. So that's 7 home wins in a row in the league.
Yeah, it's not bad going.
No, that is not bad going.
Although, can you count last season's one? Because technically that was an away game.
True.
So I've got a comment from Glenn. He says 1959.
Yeah, I think that was. I think that's the one.
Yeah, well, that was a promotion season, wasn't it? 59 when we got promotion to Division 3.
And then he says best run is 9 win home wins.
Yeah, I saw that stat. Yeah, 9 in a row, which you wouldn't be surprised if we broke that though the way we're playing at the minute.
You'd fancy us to beat Derby.
Let's not jinx it, mate. Let's not jinx it, right?
No, we're more likely to go and hammer Blackburn and Preston and then get dipped 1-0, 2-0 by Derby. And be outplayed.
They're actually doing all right. To be fair, like, they had the points deduction, but they're back onto plus points. They're on 2 points now, so
yeah, they're doing okay. But there's talk of them having a further deduction, isn't there? So if that happens, I don't think they can withstand another deduction and stay up.
No, I think Reading also suffered it as well.
Have Reading had their deduction yet, or is that due to come still? I haven't really been paying any attention to that. I don't look at the bottom half of the table these days.
Oh, wow. No, I think they hadn't had it yet. They're still on 16 points.
How many did 4th from bottom stay up on last season? Because I keep saying get to 51, but it was actually a lot less than that last season, weren't it?
Yeah, I can't actually remember. I need to actually look this up.
I believe it was 44, but I'm not 100%. I'm just guessing.
Not that for 1 second I believe we will get relegated.
I
don't really. I know
it happens now.
I know I keep talking about it, but that's just habit. But
no, I mean it would take something ridiculous. I think we'd have to have 3 or 4 injuries or players out long term with COVID or something stupid for I think that to happen.
Well, we've got more depth than we're giving the squad credit for, because Dabo was out for 3 games. We still managed to pick up 4 points.
Do you know what? Todd Kane came in and he was starting to look good, so I was surprised he dropped him.
Heyman was out. Heyman was out against.
Suspension. Yeah,
but Kelly came in and had a great game.
Yeah, Heyman's not that good though. To be fair, let's be honest.
Yeah. The last season.
Did you just say yeah? I agree with that. Just...
sarcasm there. Sarcasm.
Yeah. No, he's been quality for us, hasn't he? I think the fans get a little bit carried away. I don't think he's as good as like everyone makes out he is, but maybe because the rest of the team are stepping up this season. I think he stuck out more at the start of last season because he was the only player who actually looked half decent. Whereas now we've got 8 or 9 players out there that look that good week in, week out.
That's true. Actually, to go back to your point, Rich, so last season Derby finished 21st on 44 points.
Yeah. So
Wickham went down because they only had 43. What did we get? We ended up 55.
Going by that logic,
we've got to be on about 55 points now already, aren't we?
22, aren't we?
Right.
So double that, and we're safe. Going by last season's logic.
And we got a comment here as well. Can Victor play against Blackburn? Will he have to quarantine? Why?
Oh, it's that COVID thing, isn't it? I don't follow it. But...
Do you know what? Even if he doesn't play, I still think we've got enough players there that will step up and do something.
That's probably true, actually.
Godden's more than likely going to play now because unless he picks up any silly knocks in training. So you fancy Godden to stick with 1 or 2 in the back of the net. We've just got to keep that English Chilean guy, that Diaz.
Oh yeah,
keep him quiet.
Yeah, no, that's true. Fair enough. Nah, nice one.
I genuinely thought Blackburn would struggle this season though after this old Armstrong.
Where are they in the table?
I think they're not too far behind us. I think they're 8th or 9th.
Oh, quick look.
They've been doing quite, they've been doing okay. Nothing, tremendous, but they've still been doing better than I thought they would.
No, that's true. Let me just check actually.
Yeah, I've actually got the laptop in front of me. As normally I'm doing a podcast on it, but I've actually got the.
So Blackburn 8 right now with 16 points.
Yeah, so they're doing all right. Mowbray's still in charge there as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
So
he's been at Blackburn for about a week longer than Robbins has been at City for.
So we all know what's going to happen there, though. They'll be flying high. They'll probably get to 3rd in the table and then finish bottom half. Because after Christmas, they always fall apart.
Although he has got Blackburn promoted once, hasn't he? Because he got them up from League One to the Championship.
Yeah, but I mean, he did the same with us, though, didn't he? Like, we were flying at Christmas and then fell apart. Blackburn were doing well last season, fell apart at Christmas. And I think the same thing happened when he was at Middlesbrough and Celtic.
Yeah. So we're going to come up and say that. So Darren says he's been called up to Sweden. Diaz won't play against us because of COVID quarantine.
Well, it depends whether they've actually got a quarantine there, doesn't it? An hour long for, Because otherwise, what's the point in having the international break?
Yeah.
You're going to have to quarantine when they come back.
Yeah. It'll be at least a week.
In the day, if all the players on international duty have got a quarantine, we would end up playing the games now, then we wouldn't have the break, would we?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Got a message saying Victor is fine, but
Diaz from Blackburn might not be available due to isolating and flying back.
Either way, I'm not concerned. I think we'll do all right against Blackburn. I don't think we'll get beat, but I think a potential draw, maybe a win, depending on how we turn up. Because things play completely different when we're away from home.
No, that's true. Guys, carry on. I'll be back in a second.
No.
We're all disappearing tonight, aren't we?
Yep. But yeah, Victor's fine. Diaz from Blackburn might not be available. Whether he is or he isn't, I don't think it's going to have a major impact on the game because I think defensively we'll keep on quiet. So,
you reckon you're going to make up to the Derby County game?
Probably, mate. I'll try. Depends on what I'm doing with work. So, I mean, I want to try and go Blackburn away, but it depends on whoever they offer us more tickets because I think the first lot will get snapped up by the season ticket holders.
Yeah, it's tomorrow they go on sale, isn't it?
I think so. Is that just for season ticket holders?
Yeah, I think so. So I could get mine tomorrow. It's just a case of obviously who else is up for it.
Well, yeah. I mean, if there's tickets available, mate, I'll go. Just trying to work out. I'm not going Preston. I've had, been there before.
You had a good experience last time you went to Preston, didn't you?
Did they get kicked out of that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we got here?
I don't know what you've done.
Matson can't play either. Okay. Suspended?
Yeah, Martin's going to be suspended, so I imagine we'll have Todd Kane left back. Because he can play left or right, so I'm not concerned with that one.
Fair enough. At least we've got strength in depth as well.
Mm-hmm. But again, you wouldn't be surprised if Robbins brings in somebody we haven't heard of from the under-23s and you're like, who's this? And then they come in and play a blinder, so...
Yeah, no. I think he's got to come in and think we can have 7,000 potential.
Well, for what, if we get 7,000, we'll take 7,000.
Yeah, when this bandwagon jumped on, our fans do it.
But
I think if we sell...
It isn't that, though. It's just we haven't actually been offered that many tickets so far. Haven't we sold out all our allocation fairly quickly to season ticket holders?
It's one of them. If people know there's going to be a big crowd, more people want to go, so...
Fingers though, I'd go more often to the away games, but I can't have a season ticket because of work, so I'm not going to shell out money for season ticket if I can't go to the games. I think I've been to 3 this season. Probably end up getting to about 10 over the course of the season, so I'm still probably going to shell out more money. I probably would have been better off buying a season ticket, to be fair.
Well, hopefully I won't be having to work Saturdays for much longer, so I will be able to go to a few more aways.
That'll be good.
Fair enough, guys. Fair enough. But guys, I need to wrap it up now. But as always, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Great to get see you boys back on and talk about Cov's great win at the weekend. I believe we've now got an international break, haven't we? So nothing until the 16th.
Yeah, I'm off to Wembley next Tuesday.
Nice.
Yes, you are, to watch the England play.
Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed because it's the same night as City's Birmingham Senior Cup game. I was actually expected to go to that.
You keep talking about this, mate. You keep talking about this.
What is this?
Let it go,
playing
mate.
some team from Wolverhampton.
Oh, mate.
It's only £6 to get in. I'm paying 25 quid to watch, or 30 quid to watch England play.
Oh, Rich. No, never lose your personality, mate. You're hilarious.
£6 to watch coffee.
But as always, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, take it easy.
Yeah, play up Sky Blues.
Play up
Play up
Sky.
Sky Blues.